Om
Om
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Nityam Bhagavate Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiki
Bhaktim Bhavati Naistiki
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 9, text number 297. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation, and the chapter name is Answers by Citing the Lord's Version. Please repeat the slogan behind me. Niśamya tad-vaktṛ-didṛkṣayā diśo.
Niśamya tad-vaktṛ-didṛkṣayā diśo.
Vilokya tatrānyad apaśyamānaḥ.
Vilokya tatrānyad apaśyamānaḥ.
Svadhiṣṇyam āsthāya vimṛśya tad-dhitaṁ.
Svadhiṣṇyam āsthāya vimṛśya tad-dhitaṁ.
Tapasi upādiṣṭa ivādadhe manaḥ.
Tapasy upādiṣṭa ivādadhe manaḥ.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Niśamya. After hearing.
After hearing.
Tat. That. Vaktṛ. The speaker. Didṛkṣayā. Just to find out who spoke. Diśaḥ. All sides. Vilokya. Seeing. Tatra. There. Anyat. Any other. Apaśyamānaḥ. Not to be found. Svadhiṣṇyam. On his lotus seat. Āsthāya. Sit down. Vimṛśya. Thinking. Tad. It. Hitam. Welfare. Tapasi. In penance. Upādiṣṭaḥ. As he was instructed. Iva. In pursuance of. Ādadhe. Gave. manaḥ. Attention. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charana from the A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation, please repeat behind me. When he heard the sound, he tried to find the speaker. Searching on all sides.
searching on all sides.
But when he was unable to find
But when he was unable to find
anyone besides himself,
anyone besides himself,
he thought it
he thought it
wise to sit down
wise to sit down
on his lotus seat,
on his lotus seat,
firmly
firmly,
and give his attention
and give his attention
to the execution of penance,
to the execution of penance,
as he was instructed.
as he was instructed.
Purport. To achieve success in life, one should follow the example of Lord Brahma, the first living creature in the beginning of creation. After being initiated by the Supreme Lord to execute tapasya, he was fixed in his determination to do it. And although he could not find anyone besides himself, he could rightly understand that the sound was transmitted by the Lord himself. Brahma was the only living being at that time because there was no other creation and none could be found there except himself. In the beginning of the first canto, in the first chapter, first verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam, it has already been mentioned that Brahma was initiated by the Lord from within. The Lord is within every living entity as the super soul, and he initiated Brahma because Brahma was willing to receive the initiation. The Lord can similarly initiate everyone who is inclined to have it. As already stated, Brahma is the original spiritual master for the universe. And since he was initiated by the Lord himself, the message of Srimad Bhagavatam is coming down by disciplic succession. And in order to receive the real message of Srimad Bhagavatam, one should approach the current link or spiritual master in the chain of disciplic succession. After being initiated by the proper spiritual master in that chain of succession, one should engage himself in the discharge of tapasya in the execution of devotional service. One should not, however, think himself on the level of Brahma to be initiated directly by the Lord from inside, because in the present age, no one can be accepted to be as pure as Brahma. The post of Brahma of officiate in the creation of the universe is offered to the more pure living being, and unless one is so qualified, one cannot accept to be treated like Brahmaji directly. But one can have the same facility through unalloyed devotees of the Lord, through scriptural instructions as revealed in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam especially, and also through the bona fide spiritual master available to the sincere soul. The Lord himself appears as the spiritual master to a person who is sincere in heart and serving the Lord. Therefore, the bona fide spiritual master who happens to meet the sincere devotee should be accepted as the most confidential and beloved representative of the Lord. If a person is posted under the guidance of such a bona fide spiritual master, it may be accepted without any doubt that the desiring person has achieved the grace of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakhe Chakshurunmilidam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyabad Pashasha Deshatarne Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gauru Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today's sloka, it is Sukadeva Goswami is giving the answer to Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj asked various questions about this creation, about Supreme Lord, and what is the human being we have to do. There are so many questions he asked. For that, Sukadeva Goswami is giving the answer. So he started giving answer from this chapter. So in this chapter, in this sloka, especially in this sloka, he was talking about the Brahma's birth and activities. So when Brahma came out from the lotus flower, which came out from the navel of the Supreme Lord, because he was the first creation. So nobody is there along with him. And he was searching because he don't know what to do. That's what it is. We are saying that Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. That sloka we are saying. Why? Because we are born in the darkness. That means ignorance. We don't know anything. But the spiritual master giving the light to our life. Light in the sense, not the physical light. The light in the sense is the knowledge. He is giving the knowledge about the Supreme Lord, knowledge about our birth, and knowledge about what is our goal. Everything he is giving. So because of that, we are starting our spiritual life, and we are traveling to the spiritual life and progressing, and based on our enthusiasm, we are reaching the goal. But for Brahma, there is no spiritual master. So he was initiated by the Lord himself directly. Because many questions will come, because why? Because in the current day also, there are so many self-made gurus are there. They will think that, they will tell that Lord came in my dream, Lord told this, that, everything. They will say a lot of stories, and they will also take that I am also got the knowledge from the Lord. Like that, they will claim themselves. But Prabhupada clearly mentioned that here, only Lord Brahma got initiated by the Supreme Lord initially. As a because he is the first living entity. That is the reason Brahma, the Lord initiated him. Because he heard the sound, tapa. In the previous sloka we saw that. He heard the sound, tapa. So he was, next sloka here, what he is saying here? When he heard that sound, he was trying to find the speaker. Where is the speaker? So he was searching all the sides. He was going up and down on the lotus feet, lotus flower, and all the 4 directions. Everywhere he was seeing, but he was unable to find anyone near to him. So what he did? So then he understood that, okay, because Lord is there as a Paramatma in everyone's heart, all the living entities' heart. So Lord is giving the buddhi, the knowledge, and the Lord is giving the intelligence also. Lord is giving, because the intelligence, knowledge, and is provided by Lord only. So he, based on that Lord giving the intelligence, that is tapa. So then he understood that I need to sit down and I need to execute the penance. Yes, tapa means it is a penance. So Brahma understood that. Then there are, because in the current scenario, because we will think that how we heard that name, heard the word tapa, and he understood that it is the instruction, and I have to sit and do the tapasya. In the current day, nobody is doing that. If you hear somebody, if you are doing tapa, nobody is going immediately sit and do the tapa. We cannot compare ourselves with the pure devotee of the Lord like Brahma. Because Brahma is so pure, that is the reason Lord selected him as or he gave the position to the secondary creation. So that is the topmost purity. That is it. That's the reason Brahma is not living in our earthly planet. He is there in the Brahmaloka, the Satyaloka. He is with this, which is in the top, in the material world. It is the topmost planetary system. In the planetary system, we have the upper, middle, and lower. Even in the upper planetary system also, means above the earth, it is Sarkaloka, Bhur, like that. It is 7 layers are there, 7 logas are there. In that topmost is the Satyaloka. There Brahma is living. And it is said that Brahma is a post. It is not it's a person. So how we are saying the collector and is the inspector, and this is a prime minister, this is a chief minister. Like that we are saying. But the post name is collector, prime minister, chief minister. It is a post name only. But the persons are changing there. So now we are saying that earlier somebody was the prime minister, now another person is the prime minister. Yeah, there is somebody was the president, now another person was the president. But we are calling them as a president. Currently, that who is there in the president post, we are calling that person as a president. Once he left, and somebody else will come into the post. Similar way, the Brahma's position also like that only. Brahma is a position. the pure devotees taking that position and they become a Brahma. So all these demigods also similar way. But Indra also, who is Indra is the heavenly planetary system's king. So then heavenly planetary system king, that is also a position. Indra also a position. The qualified person will sit on the position. How the prime minister, chief minister are selected and putting in that position. Similar way, in that, even in the spiritual world also, or in the not only not in the spiritual world, this is the material world only. The material world, upper planetary system also, the forces are the people, the who are all the living entities, who is the qualified living entity, outside being, they will sit on that position. And it is stated in the scriptures that Bali Maharaj is going to be a next Indra. So Indra, who is the current Indra, the next Indra will be a Bali Maharaj. And even the Bhagavad Gita, we are seeing that. In the 4th chapter, when Lord is saying that he gave the knowledge to the sun god. The sun god Vivaswan. So why he was giving the sun, he could have still there only sun god, but he was specifically telling that Vivaswan took the position of the sun god, so he took the name Vivaswan. So like that, all the positions are the positions names Indra, Brahma, sun god, they are all positions names, and the qualified living entities are placed by the Lord in that position. So that is the way we have to understand. And Brahma also, such a living being, in such a way, the Brahma's position also, like that, the qualified person will be sat on that. Lord give the qualified person into that position. So in that way, Brahma, he created Brahma, and he was looking there, the one living being, he chosen by the Lord, and he gave us the position of the Brahma. And in that, until the 100 years of Brahma, which is the celestial years. So Brahma will be, that person will be a Brahma. Then once his lifetime is over, then the Brahma and another Brahma will come into that position. Because the Brahma also, who is there, is also within this Brahmanda. So then that means he is also having the living being. Who are the living being? That living being always, living being means birth, death, old age will be old age and death. They have to go through this, all the four. So even the Brahma also going through this, going through this birth, death, old age, disease. He may not take birth, because that we don't know whether he is going to take birth again or not, because he got the topmost position as a, then once his lifetime is over, based on his activities, he will get the next position in the spiritual world. That is, Lord will take care of those things. But we have to understand that Brahma is the position, and all these demigods as the position, and they will get the qualified person will get that position and given to the Lord. And in sun god also, sometimes we hear that name Surya Narayana. The Surya Narayana means when that qualified persons are not available, Lord Narayana himself will take the position. So that's the reason we'll call that Surya Narayana, because sometimes Lord also took the position of the sun god. So that is the reason his name became Surya Narayana. So like that, there are Lord, if wherever the positions are, the qualified persons are not there, Lord himself will take that position. So these are all mentioned in the scriptures. So that is the reason we have to understand that this Brahma is the position where this here, whatever they specified, this Brahma, first living creation, the Lord initiated him, and then he started the tapasya. He was sat on the lotus seat, and he started the penance. Yes, Lord is Andaryami. Andaryami means Lord is living as a Paramatma in everyone's heart. So he is giving the knowledge to the Lord. And Lord is giving the knowledge to Brahma. So because of that knowledge, automatically he was started the tapasya. So 1,000 celestial years he was doing the tapasya. After that, he got the Lord gave the secondary creation activities to Brahma. Then Brahma started his activities. So that means Brahma also under the control of the Supreme Lord. It is not that we cannot keep. That's why in the Nama Aparata, the second Nama Aparata, we are saying that we should not consider the Supreme Lord equal to Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, or not, or Brahma and Vishnu are equal to the Supreme Lord. That we are saying, because that is the aparatha. We cannot consider Lord and the living entity are together. And Shiva is the different tattva, and Brahma is the living entity. And different, but Shiva is the Shiva tattva, which means Shiva tattva is like that's what in the scriptures it is said that, and also the Brahma Samhita, it is Brahma is saying that how the milk is turned into curd. The similar way, if you consider Lord as a milk, when it is turned into curd, like that, cow, the milk is getting turned into curd. The same way, Lord is turned into Shiva. Lord is taking the Shiva Tattva. So it is Lord is considered as a milk and Shiva is considered as a curd. So that is the way we have to understand. And Lord, milk can be turned to curd, but curd cannot turn to milk. So that means curd is another substance. So this is the way, because this is the very complex things. So it is very difficult to understand. That is the reason, because we will think that because we cannot understand all those things. That's the reason the scriptures are trying to give us the knowledge by referring whatever we learn, whatever we can understand. Whatever our day-to-day activities, whatever we are seeing, through that, our acharyas and our Supreme Lord also giving this knowledge to us, so that at least little bit we can understand. So similar way, Lord Brahma, he is the first living entity, and he is given to the Lord gave the instruction to do the tapasya. And in the current, and Prabhupada is mentioning here, nobody can direct, other than Lord Brahma, nobody can claim that I am also initiated by the Lord. Because if they are initiated by the Lord, they cannot be there in this in this material world. Because Lord need to be initiate that person will be he should be in a proper position actually. Like Lord Brahma. And we and the Dhruva Maharaj also, we are seeing that. When Dhruva Maharaj met the Lord is not sitting and giving the knowledge, okay, today we'll do the LKG, UKG, we'll do the Bhagavad Gita today, we'll do the Bhagavatam for years, then you will get the knowledge. No. When Lord touched with the conchal, the Dhruva Maharaj, he got all the knowledge. So by the Lord will, by touch, by glance, Lord can give the knowledge to the person at any way. There are so many ways are there. Lord can use any mean, and he can pass the knowledge to others. Similar way, Lord passed the knowledge to Brahma through his tapasya. So when he was doing the tapasya, he got all the knowledges, Vedic knowledge. Brahma got the Vedic knowledge. Brahma got the for Chaturshloki Bhagavatam, all the knowledge, spiritual knowledge he got. Then Lord Brahma also glorified the Lord through Brahma Samhita. He glorified the Lord. Govinda Madipudisham Tamahum Bhajami, like that. So he was glorified the Lord like anything. In that also he was saying that Lord is the supreme. He is the Adi Mula. So we have to understand that these are the bona fide way. We have to follow the bona fide spiritual master so that we can understand everything in a black and white manner. So this is black, this is white. How we can understand? When we clearly meet up, the spiritual master can give the specific proper knowledge. So if we wear some glasses, some Maya, so whatever the glasses we are currently seeing the things with the Maya. So we are not able to see the Supreme Lord. We are not Lord. We are seeing the creation of the Lord, but inside of every creation, Lord is there. But we are not able to see the Lord because we are covered with whatever the eyes provided to us. These eyes can see only the earth, water, fire, and the things which are made up of that only. That's the reason we are not able to see anything spiritually. But around us, everywhere, Lord is there. Everywhere, the spiritual activities are happening there in and around us, but we are not able to see because of our limitation. So we can also qualify to see the everything when we are in the spiritual world. So for that reason only, whatever the instructions followed by Brahma and whatever the instructions provided in the Bhagavad Gita, that's why Prabhupada is mentioning here, through spiritual instructions as revealed in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, especially through the bona fide spiritual master available to sincere soul. So we can also get into the spiritual world through the bona fide spiritual master. We cannot, anyway, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam is there. Why I mean the spiritual master? I can read, I can go back to Gaudiya. It is not possible. We have to accept a bona fide spiritual master. We have to surrender unto him. Then automatically the knowledge will be revealed to us. So this is the confidential knowledge. Whatever the knowledge we are getting, we are discussing, is the most confidential knowledge about the Supreme Lord. Even though it is openly available in the printed books, not everyone can understand, not everyone can believe, because Lord will give the intelligence to only the qualified persons. See, Brahma is a qualified person. Because of that, he just to say tapa, he was set and do the tapasya for 1,000 celestial years. If it is an ignorant person, what will happen? He won't do all the tapasya. Yes, he was following the instruction of the Lord. He accepted Lord as a spiritual master. Lord is acted as a spiritual master for Brahma. So he followed the instruction firmly. Then he got the knowledge. Similar way, we also, currently, Lord is, if the sincere devotee is the person is wanted to know the spiritual things sincerely, and he wanted to go back to God very sincerely, the Lord will arrange the spiritual master for each and every person. He will arrange a spiritual master. How the Dhruva Maharaj, when he left his home, he wanted to see the Lord. That is only his determination. So Lord sent the spiritual master Narada Muni there to give him the instructions. And like Prahlad Maharaj, when Prahlad Maharaj, before birth itself, he got the instructions from Narada Muni when he was in the womb itself. So the similar way, Lord will send the pure devotees wherever, whenever living entity is qualified and willing to progress in bhakti, they will make the arrangement in the surrounding that they will get the knowledge through they will give the devotee association, and they will give the Lord will show us the right spiritual master also. See, we are also living in this in this locality, and there are so many people around us. So we are trying to understand, when we are trying to get into the path of spirituality, our way is something different than the other people who are there around us. So we are searching that wherever the kirtan is happening, wherever the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam is happening, where Sankirtan is happening, where the Lord's worshiping is happening, we are searching in that place, and we are going. And we want to take part in that. But the material people who are still, they are living around us only, but still they are not able to follow us. So even though the person who is inside of our house, or opposite our house, or your relatives, even though they know us, but they may not able to understand what is the quality of the devotee, what is the devotee means. Because that is the way the Lord will give the intelligence to the person who is qualified. Only to that person only Lord will give the intelligence. So we have to understand ourselves as the most fortunate, because we are able to understand the scriptures. We are in the search of the Supreme Lord. We are trying to understand. We are in the search of self-realization. We are in the path of self-realization. We are trying to understand everything. So that is the way we have to we have to understand. We have to understand that we are the most fortunate person, and we have to firmly catch hold of this path of spirituality, because mercifully Lord sent Prabhupada and or Guru Maharaj, they are giving the knowledge to us. So if you follow that, automatically we will get into the path of perfection. One day, definitely we can perfect ourselves. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.